Hey, our tool. Okay, great. Let me check out what you've sent. Okay, so this is a release track. It's on Spotify. Let's see. Wait, why is it? Why does it not open in the app? It's got like some track ID. Yeah, it's not working for me. I don't know why. The other stuff works. Yeah, send it on Google Drive. Okay, well, while you prepare that Google Drive link, I'm gonna listen to Jacob's tune. The bass sounds nice and warm, really nice. I think the other synth could just use a bit of an EQ on it, maybe in the lower mids, just to take out some of that mud. I like that percussion loop, it sounds quite nice. Very nice vibe to this. It's warm and melodic. I like it. I don't think the drums sound weird. I think it could use some more percussion, like some more hi-hats and maybe a clap or something. I think the sub is kind of drowning out the sub of the kick. So I think you need to sidechain the sub of the actual sub to the sub of the kick and just clean that up a bit. I like those, I don't know what they are, some sort of a percussive drum. They sound like they're in key, which is good. Sounds like they fit the track really well. Hey Zachariah, what up bro juicer? Yeah, that piano is really nice. I just don't really like the actual piano sound that you're using. The chords and the melody is really nice though. I wasn't really paying attention. Just listen again. Not sure which piano you're using, but I recommend like Alicia's Keys or some sort of really nice sampled piano. This one just feels a little bit thin. I mean, it doesn't sound bad. It's just I know that there's better sounding pianos. Yeah, the Ableton grand piano. Yeah, I prefer. Like if you get Contact, get Alicia's Keys, or like, what's the one that I always use? Yeah, this is Alicia's Keys. And that piano sounds like really good. And then another one I really like to use is The Gentleman. This one's nice because you can like close the lid and then make it, nice and soft. Or you can make it bright and open the lid. Add space to it and stuff. Definitely recommend getting those. the sounds work together really well though. I mean, it's really a nice vibe to this tune. I think this is mostly just missing like a clap or a snare or something. All the other percussion sounds good, and I think the mix needs to be tightened up, especially in the low end. And yeah, in the mid range too. So just try figure out, what's clashing down there and clean it up, make space for it. Okay, who's next? Cool. Empty clear, yeah. Just join the Discord and you can send it there. Kick sounds nice in this. I like that vocal atmosphere. That noise that keeps popping in and out, I think you should pan that around or make it wide and push it back a bit. Those 16th hats I think could also do some panning around. Just like a soft auto panning them slowly from left to right or something like that. I think that clap is too loud and I don't really like the actual sample that you're using. For the style, I'd expect something darker, like I don't know, if you use something percussive like a wood block or a rim shot or something, and just blend in a clap very lightly with it. Like something like this clap that I have here. Just something, that the clap that you have sounds like it's very much happening around here, whereas I would expect in this style to have a bit more of a darker clap. That's just my personal taste though. definitely tone it down. Like all these sounds I think just need to be panned around a bit more. Like this main lead, it's not like enough of an attraction to just sit dead center. I think it should be panned around. And I think you should play with the filter on it and like bring it in and out and stuff, because it's already starting to get a bit like monotonous. What's happening? Oh man. Big file. 123 megs. Yeah, in the future, I think we should just stick to using SoundCloud. You just drag this into the DAW. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that sample that you've got going there, that little vocal. I don't know where it's from, sounds like it's from a movie or something.
Seen any monsters lately?
Oh, not me. I'm a happy person. See, I can't, it doesn't hurt me. Can't have any monsters.
Medical doctors say you're liable to go psychotic.
I don't know what psychotic means, really, clinically. You know, I don't know. Nervous? Or introverted, or what does it mean?
Off your head.
Oh, really? You know, I really think this is a funny thing, but if all the people that took acid, you know, the people that I know that have taken acid, we can look out at the other people that haven't.
I think that vocal sample is a bit loud, like it could come down maybe 1 or 2 dB.
Look out at the other people that haven't, and they can tell us we're crazy, and we can say, well, you haven't seen anything yet, because there are things that are more beautiful.
I feel like this little ARP that you have going, I don't know, it's not really that compelling to me, and it seems to be going throughout, like pretty much throughout most of the track. So I feel like maybe it should be more of a background element, like maybe if you just push it a bit back, more back in the mix, and like focus more on the drums and the bass line or something, or change it up or something for the second half of the track. And that little bass stab that you have there. Yeah, this one. It's kind of, I mean, it's pretty cool, but it's maybe sidechained a bit too much, I think. I think it should just have like very little sidechain on it and have like a lot of reverb so that it can just ring out and sound really big. Like it's in a warehouse or something. See how it just kind of cuts out over here. I would expect it to just ring out for like, you know, quite a long time. Yeah, and I wouldn't keep using it because these kind of things you generally want to like have them as it's almost like a novelty in your track. Like it's something people remember and then they want to keep coming back just to hear that one big brass stab that you have in the track. Just like do it once at the beginning of the drop and like just don't do it again. Because if you keep hearing it, it kind of loses its power.
See, he won't answer me because you already know what the insight was. See, yes, you do. He won't answer me. He wants me to say it, damn it.
That high lead, I don't know, is a little bit piercing to my ears.
Don't Nessie, he won't answer me because you. Don't Nessie, he won't answer me because you already know what the insight was. See, yes, you do. He won't answer me.
Maybe
he
just...
wants me to say it, damn it. Don't Nessie, he won't answer me because you already know what the insight was. See, yes, you
Turn
do.
it back a bit over there, I think.
Don't Nessie, he won't answer me.
Just on that lead, and then maybe try and push it back a tiny bit more in the mix, because it's not like something that needs to be up front. Definitely sounds like a background element, so you can dip out some of this area and then maybe just soak it in like 100% reverb, like a short reverb, so it's not like, you know, taking up the whole mix. Just take like Valhalla or something and set it down to like half a second and then push it way back in the mix.
Don't Nessie, he won't answer me because you already know what the insight was. See, yes, you do. He won't answer me. He wants me to say it, damn it.
Right, man. Well, yeah, overall I think it's got a nice vibe to it. I think that just that main ARP is not really compelling enough to be, it almost seems like it's the focus of their whole track, but it doesn't really change much, and it's not like, it doesn't blow my mind. So if something is going to be like the forefront, I want it to be like really emotional, like really, like I want to keep on hearing it. But with that, I just don't feel like that. Cool. Next tune. Okay. Sarvesh. What am I monitoring on? No, I actually am using my speakers, M Audio BX5. I think I'm lucky that my mic's not picking up the sound, because I would hate to sit here with headphones on for hours on end. Okay. Yeah, I quite like the clap on this. It's like nice and crispy. And that synth sounds really nice. I think the drums could benefit from some sort of filtering from the intro and just like open up slowly. Feels a bit weird how the hat just kind of stops playing over there. Like the sweep is building energy, but then you drop the hat away, it doesn't really make sense. I'd maybe just turn that sub down a touch, maybe like 2 decibels. Chord progression's really nice, and I'm loving the synth that you have. The main melody is really nice. Drums need to change at some point. It's like, I don't know, they just it doesn't feel like there's been much of a change in the drums pretty much from the intro through to here. So yeah, try adding more percussion and I don't know, maybe a shaker or rides or something. You could have actually had a break by now, I think. Here's where I would drop that main synth, stop playing it over here. Very nice songwriting, man. Sounds really good. And if this is your first original record, then hats off to you, man. Sounds really nice. Is this Empty Clears track? Who is this in the chat? I think you just like changed up these drums quite a bit. I would have maybe changed the clap. I know in the beginning I said I like it, but now I'm starting to think, you know, a different clap might be better. Again, something like a bit more dark. If you just listen to some more of like Anjuna's tunes, you'll hear the kind of claps that I'm talking about. Nobody really uses like these really high-end crisp claps. They're always kind of like dark, like they use like rims and wood blocks and stuff to make their claps. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, really good job. Nice vibes. The mix isn't even that bad. So well done for your first tune. Good job. Joseph. I think already that sub is quite overpowering the rest of the mix. The clap and the hat are quite pushed back. I think you can probably turn up the clap snare or whatever you have there. Or maybe change the snare for something a bit more wide, or just add like a wider layer. Because right now it feels like the sub is actually feels a bit wide, and then as you're moving up the frequency spectrum, it feels like it goes a bit more centered, whereas it should be the other way around. Like the lower you go, it should be a little bit more centered, and then as you go up, you want everything else to be wide and pushed out to the sides. Like your hats and stuff should be playing on the sides, and ambiences, and you know, your higher synths and stuff. Yeah, so that sub, I think definitely, if I was you, I would low pass it pretty much, you know, like take it down to like 200 hertz, maybe even lower, and turn it down. Because at the moment it's like really overpowering the rest of the mix, and it's, you know, it's not like it's a main feature. It's not like it's a big gritty sub that, you know, you really want to hear. It's more like something you should just feel. So if you turn it down and just maybe low pass it a bit more, I think it'll just balance the mix out quite a lot. Yeah, that sounds nice. I like how the bass notes are changing now. It's a nice pattern. Yeah, when you work on a tune for ages, you tend to get ear fatigue, and then it's hard to tell, you know, hard to like make good decisions. So what I like to do is, you know, before I mix a song, just take a break from it for a day or two, then wake up early morning and just listen to it, and then you'll be able to hear all your mistakes and fix them really easily. I don't know how I feel about those like sprinkler hi-hats. I feel like those are reserved for rap and hip-hop and stuff. Don't know if I'd use them, but I mean, there's no rules, so it's my opinion. You can join the Discord to submit your track. Yeah, Discord. I think that synth gets a bit too loud there. Maybe just put a compressor on it so that when that filter opens up, you know, the compressor can push it down in volume without you having to worry about when the filter's closed it being too quiet. So compressor on there could just level it out a bit. Yeah, I quite like the melody on this new synth that you brought in over here. Nice and interesting. I like the little melodic runs that you have going on it. Cool. And who's up next? Must plug. He sent us a video. Oh, this is empty clear. Okay. That piano sounds a little like inhuman. I would maybe like try and strum the notes a little bit more. What I mean by that is like you do this, like at the moment your chords sound like they look like this. And we like make a standard chord. Yours sound like they just, you know, playing sort of on the beat and they're all the same velocity, which seems to be quite a low velocity. I would just move some of the notes around. Maybe play some early and change like your velocities, bring down the velocity on some of the notes. Just humanize the piano a bit more. And then I also noticed that your MIDI is it's not very spread out, so try like spreading notes out, shifting notes up, and maybe double your bass notes like this, and really just make that piano take up more space in the mix. Yeah, the songwriting's nice. I think the melodies and stuff are nice. I think just the sounds are a bit basic. But I mean, with lots of practice, you'll start working on that and then improving stuff and making it sound more interesting and getting new instruments and stuff. So. Just be careful with this bass, because that note over there really doesn't even sound like a bass note. It's playing too high over there. And that little sweep that you have over there, I don't know if I would keep that in. Yeah, the bass pretty much disappears when it gets played up here. So just push that note down an octave. Hi BD, nice to see you live again. Last live stream you mentioned you make presets. I love your sounds in your track. Where can I get those sounds from? Yeah, so I've made like I've only got really one preset pack, and that's of Serum presets, and it's just got leads and plucks and stuff. There's no bass or anything. But you can get that preset pack by, you can either buy it, I think it's like $11, or you can subscribe to me on Patreon. I think it's $3.50 a month, and then you get a free preset pack with that. Where were we? All right, cool. Who's next? How many tracks do we have? Wait, I'm gonna just close all of this because there's a ton of stuff. What? Did that notification just call me a dirty slut? Where? What notification are you talking about? this kick sounds a bit loud in comparison to whatever else is happening here. Way too loud. I would just low pass the kick and turn it down. Even here I would maybe turn down the kick just a touch. Jesus, the helicopter's flying over my studio and I thought that was your sub. Yeah, the ARP's pretty cool, and I like that it's like panning around and moving around. Yeah, so I think the most part, it's really just the kick that I think is a bit loud. The rest of the drums sound good. I think maybe the snare could come up a tiny bit. Drum fill sounds nice. I think it seems to have like quite a, you know, almost like an aggressive, melancholic kind of mood to it, which is good. It's good when a track has like a specific mood and you stick to it. Yeah, you need to take out some of that sub right before the drop because it's lacking impact. So just put an auto filter on the sub and then just sweep it up to like a little bit over 100 Hertz and then open it up when the drop hits. that little snare before the drop is also like a lot louder than everything else, so turn it down a little bit. I think I would like a bit more sub in the kick. I'm kind of struggling to feel the sub during the drops in the kick. I'm like the synth sub is kind of overpowering it. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I liked it. Good work. Who's next? I feel like we've already done Empty Clear. I'm going to skip this one because you've already done one, and then I'm going to go into the next person. John. New disco idea. I like the drums in this, sound really good. This vocal thing going is getting a bit monotonous. Yeah, I think you should like fade it in and out and filter it in and out a bit just to change it up. The vocal thing I'm talking about. I like this little vocal chop you have going. That sounds nice, and also that little electric guitar stab. It's nice and groovy. Yeah, the bass sounds good. I think I don't hear any problems in it. It's nice and groovy. Yeah, this is like the kind of tune you just have playing in the background and you just like kind of vibe to it. I think you showed me another one of your songs and I was like, yeah, that sounds like it should be played next to a pool. And I'm going to say the same for this one. But it sounds good. I think people would dance to it. I think for a track like this where it is something that people just want to constantly dance to, you can't really have a break that has no rhythmic elements. So like even if you just have a hat loop playing or like some sort of percussion or even just a synth that keeps the rhythm, keep that playing through that section. As I say that, you bring in a loop. I think that offbeat hat is a bit loud. A bit loud in that section, but it's okay in this one. So I would just volume fade it in, maybe. Yeah, good work, man. Nice and groovy. Mix sounds pretty good. Not much I would change, to be honest. Maybe just just a bit more like filter movement on that vocal, and just try and keep everything changing all the time. Okay. Jan L. Dunka. Loud kick is loud. Yeah, this is like I probably won't be able to give much feedback on this style because I have never been into it or have never tried to produce it, so take everything I say with a pinch of salt. Sounds like proper old school kind of trance. I like the chord progression. Nice melody, nice and emotional. Where's my glow sticks? Yeah, I would change that kick. Maybe it sounds a bit boxy even for this style, even though I don't really listen to it. I just feel like that kick is a little bit boxy and it's a bit loud. And I can't really hear the snare. melodies and everything sound really good. I like them. It's just not my style of music, so I'm sorry I can't really help you much with it. Okay. Stigmata. It is time. Are those chords? Is that a question? Is that the feedback you want? Yes, they are chords. I think they definitely are. Yeah, that kick is like all click and no sub. I'd just change the kick for something nicer. Just try out a few different kicks in there and see which one sits nicely. And that little sweep is quite loud, so I'd turn that down a bit. Foley loop, it sounds like Foley that you have playing. It's like really up front, and that needs to be pushed back, I think, in the mix, so you can push it back with some reverb and maybe just a bit of EQ, tone it down a touch. The sub doesn't sound like it's being sidechained to the kick. It needs to be sidechained. It's kind of just like playing one solid sustained note, so it needs to like pump out the way of the kick drum. Yeah, the kick really just does not have any sub. Chord progression's quite nice, I like it. Harmonizes well with the ARP. Yeah, I think the main problem is the kick. Like this would have, it's really lacking impact, and that's because the kick has no sub to it, so not like, not feeling it at all. I think that little riser thing you have going there is too loud too. would also add some more like sweeps and stuff to go with that riser, because it's kind of just playing on its own. Yeah, I think the songwriting's good and everything, but that mix just really needs work, and the main thing is that kick. I think you'll literally improve the song by like 100% if you put in a different kick. Okay, cool. Mad Blind. I feel like the hats are a little bit loud for my taste. The groove is nice though. Might want to try and automate the resonance on that bass pluck thing you have going, just to add some variation to it. And that higher synth pluck that you have going just doesn't feel like it really fits the vibe to me. I'd maybe go with something playing like the same melody and same pattern. Just maybe try and make the same thing with like a percussive sound, a wood block or something. I think with tracks like this, you really have to just continuously be automating stuff to keep it interesting. Just doesn't, like, it just feels a bit monotonous, doing the same thing over and over again. But if you just like play with stuff like filters and volume and panning a bit more, just make it seem like it's constantly changing, then you can get away with, you know, not adding new elements and taking stuff out. As long as it's just constantly changing. Automate everything. The bass line's cool though, I like it. Okay, cool. So this is going to be the last one then. And then I'm probably going to end the stream afterwards. Gordon Seto Burning. I'll try and fill that out a bit more, this section. Just that white noise is a bit much on its own. The kick and the bass are mixed quite well, I think. You can feel them both, hear them both quite clearly, so good work there. I like the progression of that like melody that you have going here. There's too much happening in the mid-range over here. You need to choose an instrument and prioritize it in the the lower mids. Like pan everything else wide and then keep the main thing in the center, and then choose one instrument, and the rest of it you also need to remove like some of that mid-range. Yeah, so the piano and the strings and everything are just fighting for the same space. Right, we have one more over here, so I'm going to listen to this one. And then we'll end the stream. Like 90% of the time, the main problem I hear with pretty much all dance tracks is the kick, really, and it's the same in this. I think like the kick is also, it sounds a bit too mid-rangey. I would remove like some of the 100 to 200 hertz. Just sounds a bit muddy. I think the clap is lacking a bit of high end on it compared to the rest of the drums, kind of like drowning under them. think that melody needs to change. Like you can add some fills or just shift some notes up and down every once in a while just to like break it up and make it change up a bit. I would just drop that melody over here. It's just becoming way too repetitive. We need some like change up. Okay, yeah, you can't have that melody playing for 7 minutes. It's just, yeah, it gets boring. You need to change it up, change the synth up, automate it, change the notes. Because, yeah, it's not compelling enough. I mean, nobody will really do that. Like, at least you'd start like playing it on different instruments and like automating stuff. Just to keep it interesting. Even if the melody was great, you wouldn't just play the same synth over and over again throughout the whole track. You would at least have some automation on it. Cool, I think that's it for tonight, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sending all your tracks in. And probably won't be on tomorrow or Sunday, but probably Monday again. And I'll be working on some more music and probably working on a video too. Another track in 2 hours and Juna Deep video or something. Cool, thanks.